Today on Contractor Fight TV, I'm just going to take a few minutes and answer a question that I got via email here on this video about how do you prepare to leave the job you're at and start your business when you only have a few months to make it all happen. Let's go. All right, guys. So today, obviously, we're on a different set. I'm sitting on my front porch, and I'm about to reply to this email to somebody that watches the channel here, and I'll keep their location and what they do and all this other stuff confidential because he has another job right now. But I want to answer the question because a lot of people are in this situation. So this person works in a career that's not in the trades, and here I'll just kind of read it to you. Here it says, I want to go out on my own. And build and remodel homes, okay? And I'm taking steps to make that happen, here's the question. Can't do it until we're secure with our finances because we've got a family to support. What advice do you have for where we are now in the process, the very beginning, and what we could do in the next 6 months to prepare us to be ready to start gaining business once we pull the trigger? So he's in this situation where he just wants to be responsible, right? He's got mouths to feed, but he wants to go off on his own, start his own business. He's going to leave the comfort of the steady paycheck and the solid hours and the plan and all that other stuff, and wants to be an entrepreneur. And he's got about 6 months or so to make this happen for the transition period, okay? So here's what I would do, and how I've answered this person. Right away, I would make sure that you build your website. Okay, certainly do whatever licenses you have to do, for the state that you're in and things like that. But from a how do we generate business, how do we feed our families point of view, I think this is actually a great opportunity for this person to make this about a 6, 8, 10-month side hustle, okay? Because it'll take pressure off because he's got this other job and it doesn't compete with that. Now, it will with time and stuff, but I think through the use of some subcontractors and things like that, it's very possible to start doing some smaller projects and kind of get their feet wet and stuff. So how I would spend the 6 months, guys, is simply this. I would make sure that my website is built, that it's optimized for the thing that you do. I would start creating content for that website. I'd start writing blog posts, answering common questions. In fact, you could go to our playlist here on Contractor Fight TV and look for the content marketing playlist, and there's a bunch of stuff there of content ideas and things that you can do. Because I look at this 6-month period that this person has as a great opportunity to build a good foundation for marketing the business. Where most businesses struggle is somebody taps us on the shoulder. This was part of my story. Hey, we think we have this house to paint, and then somebody else, we have this house to paint, and that initial group of people that know you want to start a business, they start tapping you on the shoulder. You start doing all those jobs, and then you wake up one day and you're like, man, I don't have any work because you didn't do the foundational stuff here of building a good marketing plan for your business. So this person, I think, is in a great position because there's no urgency to get work right this very second. So I would, hands down, website, content, set up the social media pages, start maybe a million things you do for ads, right? But maybe $3 to $5 a day on Facebook ads in that industry just to build the brand. I would also look right now to join. And I know this person's other job, like I said, I don't want to say it, but I know they have some days off and different times that they work. So I would look to join a networking group in the area and just start shaking hands and start telling the story. Hey, I'm Tom, and I'm with ABC blah, blah, blah company, and I'm super excited. I'm making a transition over the next few months here, and I'm out here meeting people, building relationships, and I would just start planting those seeds of relationships. And I think what you'll find when you do this properly is that you will have, your phone will start to ring, leads will start coming in, and you can actually start selling jobs that you can either produce now if you wanted to do that and subcontract things out, or you could simply start selling jobs with the expectation with your customers that, hey, I'm in this transition period and on this date, we'll be ready to do your job, and you just start cranking out the work. Here's why I like it. He's got money coming in now. He's feeding his family right now, so he's got some runway here to do a lot of this fundamental brand building and marketing of your business and advertising and things like that will take a little bit of pressure off, because he can drop some money on the website. He can, spend some money on some ads and all that other stuff without it hurting the fact that he can feed his family. So that's the first thing I would do is start marketing right now. The second thing that I would do is I would build my company budget, meaning I would start planning out, okay, what do we need to make, at certain profit margins and all that stuff that we talk about here all the time, and really go into this with a great financial plan to run the business so he has clear targets, clear goals, and he can actually start selling. So 6 months might seem like a long time, but it's going to go pretty quick. That, the end of the year, I'm recording this in July of 2020. So this means by the end of 2020, this person's going to be ready to pull the trigger and start the new year fresh. And it would be really cool if he knew what his budget numbers were, what he had to sell, what they had to produce in order to meet all those needs, and this and that. And the third thing I would do right now is I would start building a network of subcontractors. This is I did say it when I read it here. They're going to do builds and remodel homes, right? They're going to build and remodel. So great industry to subcontract without carrying the burden of a bunch of employees and things like that. So I would start interviewing subcontractors, share your story with them about where you're going, what your plans are for the business. This is a great time to work on the foundation, like I said, with marketing, but also for who you are as a company, the values that you're going to build your company on, the type of team that you want to be. You have a great opportunity to really take your time and find some trade partners that are going to be a great fit. So number one, marketing. All right. Number two, work your budget out so you have that financial map in front of you. And then number three is start building your team right now. Guys, super appreciate you tuning in for these few minutes here today on Contractor Fight TV. If you're not yet in our free Facebook group, hit the link on the screen here and down below in the description, and join the group of several thousand other kick-ass contractors that are doing great things. You guys rock. I got to roll. We'll see you next time.